last few classes I have discussed about the clause voice change. Today I will discuss about narration, a very vital chapter in English grammar. That is narration. First of all, we will come to know what narration is. Narration is when the speaker narrates something in direct mode or in indirect mode. That is the narration. Whether the speaker speaks directly or indirectly. That is the narration. Here, the speaker is he and he said something to me and the speech is I am not well. So, the speaker speaks directly to someone. That is direct narration. Direct narration. Before going to discuss the how to change, we'll come to know about what the functions of these sentences are. This is within the reported speech, within the quotation, the sentence is reporting verb. Reported speech. Within the quotation, the speech is called reported speech. And this verb is called reporting verb. Reporting verb. And he is the speaker and me is the person spoken to. So, all the components are here. This, first of all, from direct narration to indirect narration, you will have to identify the reported speech, in which mode the reported speech is, whether it is in assertive sentence or in interrogative or in imperative or in optative or in exclamatory. Here I have cited the example in assertive sentence. Let's speak about it. How we may identify a sentence in whether it is in assertive or in any other mode. If the sentence starts with a subject and there is a finite verb after the subject and the sentence ends with a full stop, that is called assertive sentence. So it is assertive sentence. From direct narration to indirect narration, when you will change the subject or the verb or any other components of the sentences, how you will change. There you will have to follow a few rules. In direct narration, the said to would be converted to told. So he told. The object must be placed after told. While the quotation would be omitted or be removed with the word that, linking word that. Let's come. Here the speaker indicates the first person. That means I indicates the speaker he. So it will be converted in indirect narration to he. The verb of the reported speech and the reporting verb must be same. If it is in past tense, it must be in past tense. Or there are some rules of changing the verb. There are other rules of verb. I will discuss about it later. Now, here it will be was. Negative word as well as well. So, from direct narration, this is direct narration and converted to indirect. After the indirect, from direct, the result is he told me that he was not well. In another sentence, I will discuss about I said to him, I played cricket with you. Here the reported speech is in assertive sentence. So according to rules, from direct to indirect, said to be converted to told, him and that. I means here the speaker I. So it will be I. As it is the reporting verb in past tense and the reported speech, the verb of the reported speech is in past tense. So both the tense would be, if they are in past tense, the verb must be in perfect tense, past perfect. That means I had played. I will discuss why it is used, as the this verb has been conducted before this verb. So according to rules of the past perfect tense, when the older verb is converted to past perfect tense. So it is in past perfect according to the rule. Noun would not be changed, cricket as per rules. Preposition will not be changed with you. You means here the object him, the person spoken to. So it will be converted if the second person in the reported speech would be converted to the person spoken to, according to the person spoken to. So here it will be changed to him. If it is in object, it will be in object. If it is in subject, it will be in subject. If it is in possessive pronoun, it will be in possessive pronoun. Now come to some of the differences or some of the complications that we generally face while changing from direct narration to indirect narration. Here is an example. Suppose the speaker says, he said to me, I saw him yesterday. Here, this is the reported speech is in past tense. I saw. And the word yesterday, here is the complication that we generally face. Now, after changing it into indirect narration, it would be, he told me that he had seen him the previous day. For yesterday, it is previous day or the day before. You can use in place of yesterday or previous day, the day before in indirect narration. And I have clarified in the last example that why it is used in past perfect tense in place of saw. Now come to another example. He said to me, the reported speech is, I bathed in the river daily. That is, the reported speech indicates a habit of the speaker in the past. Generally, it could be changed. That means habitual fact or universal truth or historical truth. Such sentences cannot be changed. It would be generally the persons, that means the subject object may be changed, but the change remain intact. Whether it is in present tense, it would be in present tense. If it is in past tense, it would be in past tense, or any other sort of sentences. If it is in habitual fact or universal truth or historical truth. I will cite you some examples in this region. That is, he said to me, Alexander invaded India in 326 BC. It is a historical truth that Alexander invaded India. So it will be changed in indirect narration in this way. That is, he told me that Alexander invaded India in 326 BC. That is historical truth, and it could not be changed. The tense would remain the same in the indirect narration. And another example is there of the universal truth. How you will change it? It will also remain the same. That is, I said to him, the earth moves round the sun. It's an universal truth, and it will be changed in indirect narration in this way. That is, I told him that the earth moves around the sun. That is the fact. The universal truth would remain unchanged. Here is another example. That is, Ram said to me, I am playing now. I will stress on the word now. How we will change it in indirect narration? That is, Ram told me that he was playing them. It was in reported speech, was in present continuous tense, and it will be converted to past continuous tense. That is the fact. And here is another example. Hari said to me, he will go to the movie today. Hari told me that I should go to the movie today in place of today, that is that day. That is what I want to show you, the fact that is now would be converted to then, today would be converted to that day. These are the changes that I generally follow, that the students commit mistakes in such places. So I would suggest them to be careful while changing these places. And another fact that we generally face, that the people can't understand what should be used. Here the place is you. You means here indicates the person spoken to. That is me. That means the person, this subject would be changed according to the person spoken to. That is, here if it is first person, it will be converted to first person. That is the change I want to mean. And the verb would be changed according to the law. But the difficulty that the students face generally in such places, if the speaker is first person, that is the first person subject is first person, it would be converted according to the subject, that is the Hari. And here it is second person, so it will be changed according to the second person. Let's see another example. Hari said, I am not going to the party today. There is not the person spoken to. That is, the object is not there. No object is there. So how you will change the place? I have told that the said to will be converted to told, but here only the word said is there. So how you will change it? Hari said that I indicates the person speaker, that means Hari, that means he was not going to the party today, would be changed to that day. Some changes I would show you how they are changed from direct narration to indirect narration. Such as there, today would be converted to like this. Today would be converted to that day. Tonight would be converted to that night. Yesterday, the previous day. Or the day before. Tomorrow to be converted to the next day or the day after. Now to be converted to then. And in place of pronouns, there are simple a few pronouns that can be changed from direct narration to indirect narration in this way. This will be converted to that. These will be converted to those. This is some of the changes that you will have to be careful while changing from active to from direct narration to indirect narration. This is the changes of narration in assertive sentences. I will come to you with other sentences in the next classes. If you like the video, Please like it, subscribe it, and comment. Of course, you will comment so that I could change or I could develop myself and I could help you in this regard.